What is up, my friends, my people? I am just about ready. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Just about ready to get streaming here, making sure everything is set up. I got my code editor, I got my music, I've got my local development environment, I've got my whatever this is, terminal. Cool, but y'all can't see any of that anyway, I don't think, because I haven't started sharing my screen yet. Which is good because I accidentally shared something I didn't want you to see. So great. There's our terminal. There's our browser. There's our editor. So this is where we left off yesterday. So I have a big apology to make to anyone that is joining the stream today, wondering what the heck happened to the stream yesterday. So what happened? Let me do this while I'm at it. So what happened was at some point yesterday, I started my streaming software and didn't notice that it was set to recording only. So I did my whole 1 hour spiel, built a whole bunch of cool stuff that I guess we're going to walk through again here today. And I wasn't streaming, and I was talking to everyone and thinking that people were hanging out and watching, and it was awfully quiet, but hung through it nonetheless. And we're going to look back at what we kind of went through yesterday. So let's jump in. So yeah, for anyone that's watching that has not been following along, the app that we're looking at right now is called Friendly Fast Forecast. And it is something that I'm building because I got tired of all of the weather apps that are just covered in advertisements, and I wanted something fast and just gave me what I needed. So I decided to build it. It's built with OpenWeather API, and we're building it out locally, but we're going to deploy it to Akamai EdgeWorkers. So it's going to get distributed to 250,000 edge nodes around the world, which is cool because it's cool for two reasons. One, it means we can save the user some time trying to do the figuring out where the user is and making the request all the way to wherever our server would be, because it's just right next to them. We still have to make the jump over to the OpenWeather API, wherever that is. But the cool thing is that on top of having that less bit of latency, we actually get a little bit of a jump start to understanding where the user is. Because Node, if you want to determine a user location, you can request the user location with navigator.location, I think. So if I go here, I can do navigator dot. No, how do I get the location? Navigator location, please. Geolocation API. We can use, what's the example? Geolocation, please. Is that it? Navigator.geolocation? There it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. How do I actually use it? Can you just show me an example? Geolocation, get current position. Okay, so I guess geolocation dot get current position. Do argument. Oh, this is embarrassing now. Let's see. JS get user location. So now we're going into a little bit of a rabbit hole. So here, we're going to see if I can try it myself. Okay, cool. So let's see. If I am in my app, I can do this, and then that expects a callback. So we'll just pass that to console log. And there we go. So with this API, we can trigger the location, or where we can trigger this pop-up that says, hey, do you mind sharing your location? And I think I'm just going to run this over here just in case it's trying to share something I don't want. Yeah, this is fine. You can see this. So the result, let's run that one more time, is after I've prompted and approved, when I run this function, it's going to prompt to the user. If the user approves providing access, then it's going to run this callback function. And it's passing this position to, well, it as a result, what it gets back is this geolocation position, which has coordinates and a timestamp. All this to say that we have access in JavaScript to ask the user if they can share their location, which is cool, but not every user wants to do that. So getting back to my original point, that if we want to show weather forecast for a user and find where they are, Akamai EdgeWorkers, or really most edge compute platforms, will give you the location of the server that is running handling the request. And the location of the server is generally going to be as close to the user as possible, which means we can kind of get at least a head start on the user location. So that's pretty cool. And let's see, what was I going to say? That's pretty cool. And yeah, so that's what we've built so far. So in this example, we're doing local development, and because we're not running an edge server or edge worker, we don't have access to location. So we're just mocking a fake location every time we reload the page. So here, no other data for some city that probably doesn't exist. For East Adeline, we are grabbing that information on the server side. No information is being passed from the client. But I'm thinking today we may want to jump into sort of that logic. But let's look at what we did yesterday. So yesterday we built out this these little card components. Really, the two things we did was build out these card components, clean up the current layout, make it look a little bit nicer, give me upfront the information I'm really most interested in, which is the temperature and the fact that there's clear skies. And then we'll do a little bit more information in the first current weather card. The other thing that we did that's kind of interesting here is the background of these card components. Let's see if I zoom in. The background of these card components, or the way that these styles are done, this like gray background, actually works in both light mode and dark mode. So we can toggle light mode and dark mode by tapping this. And it's really cool because light mode and dark mode support is built in. I think it looks a little bit darker, a little bit better in dark mode. But this is fine. And the way that we're doing this grayish, like light gray, whatever color here is, we are going to our cards and we're creating a little pseudo element with this before tag. And we're absolutely positioning it so that it just covers the entire card. We're giving a z-index of -1, so it's behind everything else. And then the thing that we're doing to get the color right is this opacity and this canvas text. So what this canvas text is it's going to be the same color of whatever the text on the canvas is. So in this case, it's black. But since we don't want this to be like black text on a black card background, we give it an opacity of 1. So you see that's the actual canvas text, which we don't want. And so we give it an opacity of 0.1. So if we don't have the color, it's just going to be white. And yeah, if we go back to this, toggling the light mode and dark mode, which I don't see anymore because I've turned it off. But if we get back there, we can see that this before element, if we turn the opacity all the way back up, is white. So kind of cool. I thought it was cool. Yeah, and we can move on from there. So the other thing that we did yesterday was we changed. This is the original layout of the hourly forecast, and we got into actually making this little side scrolly thing. And I think this is a better layout, especially since we're mostly trying to target small screen sizes. Because if we go to like a touch device like this, emulate a touch device, we can scroll down like here. And when we get to this table where like the old way that we were doing it, the scroll actually happens there. So, and there's like kind of weird. I think, yeah, we'd have to get to the bottom to be able to keep scrolling of that table, which is not great, right? Like if I just want to skip past hourly, I don't want to have to scroll through hourly to get, like if I want to scroll past up to the top, I don't want to have to go all the way to the top of the table. I just want to get past it. So with this horizontal layout, it's kind of nicer because we can just kind of like look at it and go sideways. And I think it's a pretty intuitive little design here. We're getting all those images. One thing we may want to do is lazy load those images though. So let's look at doing that. We've got all of our images. I'd say the first image on the page, we probably don't want to lazy load. And then maybe the first 3 of those other images we don't want to lazy load. So this one and these down here. Definitely don't want to lazy load those because those are going to be like above the fold or in the view right away. But let's say after where are we? Is this where it is? The weather hourly? Yeah. So on this image, we're going to where we're mapping over the hourly data. We're going to grab the hour and the index. And then we're going to say on this image, width is 64, height will also be 64. And then I want loading to be, and I forget what the default is. So if I say that I want to add an attribute of loading equals, well, I guess that's not going to prompt me to what my options are. Image attribute loading. So I want it to either be lazy or whatever the default is. Let's see, lazy, loading, eager or lazy, default, and otherwise it'll be lazy. Cool. So we'll say the loading, throw in another bit of logic here. And if the index is less than 3, then, and that would be 0, 1, 2. So the first 3 items, we're going to say it's going to be eager. Otherwise, we're going to say the loading is going to be lazy. And pretty happy with that easy little bit of logic there. That should be fine. This image, I'm going to pull these onto multiple lines so that I can just see everything that I want. And this loading has, this loading has some, okay, and then pull that down, And then these lines, we're going to move these up so that we have the alt where there's some logic happening. Everywhere that we're having logic, we are pulling that up above so we can see it a little bit easier. Cool. Is that looking good? Oh, it's, yeah, all right. That's fine. Sure, why not? Cool. And that's our images. Now, if we reload the page, and I should be able to detect, yeah, so now we only have 4 images loading here. Most of them are actually the same image, so no big deal. That should be, yep, taken off disk. This one, well, as I scroll to the side, oh, unless these are all this. Oh, there you go. So now I have different icons and they're only coming in as I scroll over. So that's pretty cool. Pretty happy with that. Super cool. Nice and snappy. Okay, so once again, we've made some performance improvements to make this a super fast loading app. The other thing, what else am I going to tackle today? There's some more layout stuff here I want to do, or data stuff. Man, this is so cool. I think, oh, that's annoying. Yeah, definitely getting rid of those vertical tables is going to be a good thing. So I think I want to tackle this wind direction thing today. Wait, no, what did I say? I want to add some location stuff. Yeah, let's do this wind direction thing. So I'm gonna go to a project called Ico Moon. And Ico Moon is a super handy little guy because, oh, my camera's having some issues. There we go. Glad to be back. Because it takes a little while to load. No, that's not why it's cool. It's a super cool project because we can look for arrows and we can grab some little icons that are nice and easy to use. I'm going to go to OpenWeather .org/API because I don't know how these degrees are actually functioning. I'm wondering if 0 is like perfectly vertical. So I want to get the answer to that before I do any calculations to turn that thing around. So let's see. I'm going to look up degree, the wind degree, wind degree, the wind direction meteorological. That's all it's going to tell me. Well, that's not super helpful. Wind direction in degrees, meteorological. How do you calculate? Okay. Okay, so yeah, I just saw that really quick, and it looks like north is going to be 0 degrees for whatever reason, because humans are funny, and these arbitrary values mean something for some reason. Okay, so wind direction increases clockwise such that the northerly wind is 0 degrees. Cool. So there's a couple of things we want to do there. Because 0 is north, I'm going to grab the one that's just perfectly vertical. There's some other. Let's Ico Moon free. There's some other packs I can grab from. And that was pretty good, I think. I could use this little bow and arrow. Maybe I'll take some time and actually pick a different icon. I do kind of like the idea of the bow and arrow. This one's cool. Can I get that vertical? Make my life a little bit easier? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I have to purchase that one. Okay, let's keep looking. Because some of these other ones, I think, yeah, some of the other ones I can actually grab. So, that one's not going to be very helpful. That one's okay. material. I should be able to make a selection of a few of these. So let's get them all in one place. Let's see, maybe that one. Those are kind of small. I want a big arrow. Feather icons. There's a vertical one there. Oh, this is okay. These are good. Yeah, let's see that one. I'm just gonna grab a few more and see. Okay. Lindua. Give me a vertical arrow, please. Oh, dang, got me again. And these line icons. Vertical. Oh, got me again. Okay, cool. So let's look at the SVGs that I've picked out. Arrow up. I'm thinking these ones might be like this arrow long up might be the one that I want. Um, it's on a grid. Cool. Everything is perfectly square. That's what I want. And I'm going to copy that SVG. No, nope, didn't want to duplicate. That's my bad. Now I think I have two versions. But what I want, there you go, get code. That's what I want. So what I'm going to be doing is generating a little bit of a SVG icon library to use. Oh, my camera is still having some issues, huh? Wonder what the dealio is. Let's try and fix that. Nope, still not having fun. Not having a good time. All right, I'm kind of fixed now. Anyway, what I want is to create this sort of symbol definition for my icon library. I'm going to go to the bottom of my HTML and just paste it in there. And that should be my symbol. I should have something else to go with that. Yeah, that's going to be the actual thing. Copy that and paste that for later. And then I want, there it is. Okay, so this is going to have all of them. Let's get rid of some of these things. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. I'm only going to keep this one. So I might build out some more icons later. But for now, I want my library of icons to look like that. So it's not this, it's this. Cool. Cool. That's my library of icons. It's not going to be visible on the page, but it is going to be in the HTML. And then I need to add some styles as well. Single color icons can be modified like so. Cool. This is my icon CSS. So I do need to put that up into my CSS stuff. And lastly, I've got the code for my actual HTML, which I think I already copied down here. So there's my icon. That's my icon. And it's going to go next to the wind degree. So we're going to move this down, move that down. Move that over. Cool. That should be it for my icon family. And if I reload my app and actually get some data, okay, here we go. Cool. We have our little icon in there. Pretty sweet. Uh, the speed and direction can now kind of uh, be brought into the same table cell. So I can actually take this SVG out of here, put it into this same data thing. Cool, 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 cool. We can get rid of this. Do we want to get rid of the degree? Yeah, we don't really need the degree. That's not super helpful. I do want to pull that out and make it available to visually hidden information. So the speed alone is not super helpful. The degrees, well, the degrees is also not super helpful, with the exception that uh, we're going to calculate north, west, southwest, east, whatever. So let's do a little bit of logic here. And we'll say if the degree is greater than, so how do I want to do this? If the degree is less than 90 degrees, no, less than, what do I want to do? If it's less than like 35 degrees, 35, 35, then we're going to return north. Cool. And with that, let's see if GitHub Copilot is smart enough to figure this out for me. So otherwise, if it's less than 70 degrees, we'll do northeast. Oh, this should be, if it's less than that, question mark. Right, got that a little bit off. This should be question mark. Cool. If it's less than 35 degrees, we'll just say it's north. If otherwise, if it's less than 70 degrees, we'll say it's northeast. Otherwise, if it's less than 105 degrees, we'll say east. 140 degrees, southeast. 175 is south. 210 is southwest. 245 is west. 280 is northwest. And 315. Uh, 315 could be north again. No, I think we can say it's just going to be north, right? That's just going to be what is left. Cool. This is complaining because it's a big old ugly thing. Normally, this could be a lot better. And when we refactor, we probably want, actually, we do want to refactor this. This is terrible. So let's do this. We're going to say get wind direction with that. Cool. Now we have the format date, and then we're going to do something here. You can tell me? No. Function get wind direction. Going to take a degree, and then I'm going to do this and just say degree is a number. It's going to be a number. It could be a string. We're just going to keep it a number. We know that we're dealing with numbers here. So GitHub Copilot, you going to do this for me? Okay, so it's doing a different, let's say a little bit of a different formula than me. I was doing 35 degrees. This is doing 22 point whatever. Come on. All right, fine. If it's greater than or equal to 22.5 and degree is less than 67.5. See, I feel like mine was a little bit simpler. Mine was like, I mean, not simpler because it's, what are these called? Oh, I just keep on thinking tertiary, but that's not right. I forget what these are called. Well, it doesn't have to stop you from coding though. So we've got our logic for north. I have to figure out 22.5 is halfway to 45. So 45 plus 22.5 is 67.5. I can really just say if it's less than 67.5. Oops. Right? Northeast. Now you're thinking about it. Cool. Now you've got it. Okay, we've got west, we've got northwest, and then we should already have north. Yep, that's the end of the function. Cool. Don't need any of this. There's my function. Quite happy. I kind of want to clean this up a bit too. I don't know if this is the best approach, but I'll do it anyway. And just kind of simplify that. So if the degree is greater than or equal to that, I'm going to say yeah, this should be fine. North is the default, kind of. Otherwise, everything else should fall into these categories. If it's less than that, if it's less than that, it'll be caught by that. And yeah. Cool. That should work. Get the wind direction. And then the wind direction here is going to say what direction it's going. Let's see. Yep. Cool. 6.9 miles per hour south. And then the last thing I want to do here is also, are we looping over data here? We're not looping over data. So I'm actually going to grab well, no, I'll use the degree here. So we are going to use some, I want to rotate this element. So what I'm going to do is this guy should be facing down. I think I'm going to put this there. So it's 6.91 miles per hour south. This guy probably we want ARIA hidden because it's not really it's not really going to say anything anyway. So I think we'll hide it anyway. We have our icon. We want this to rotate, And the way I'm going to do that is probably with CSS custom properties and some inline styles. So I want this guy to have transform rotate 45 degrees. Cool. And we're going to say this is actually going to be that dash rotation. And then we're going to add. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. You just stop doing that. No, stop. Stop, please. Please stop. There you go. We're going to add a rotation of what is the syntax? Var. Forget how to do it. Rotation. I forget. Let's see. CSS custom properties. Bloop, 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 bloop. Some color. Yes. Oh, yeah. Duh. I did that wrong. No. Yeah, I did do that wrong. I'm missing the var rotation. So that should be correct now. And then rotation is going to be 5 degrees. Cool. Rotation is 45 degrees. And then if we're going to start it at 0. And then if I add an attribute of style equals that, and I say rotation is 180 degrees, that's how we're going to do it. Very cool. Very, very cool. Let's do the icon. I'm going to give this an extra class of rotate. Transform, rotate. Sure, that's fine. Let's go up here. I've got my utility classes here, and it's going to be dash dash rotate. It's going to have initial value of that, and then transform rotate var of that. Cool. No, I need to do a little bit more, and let's say transform. And do well, this is fine. I'm not going to make this too complicated. We've got rotate here, we've got rotate here, and then you just need some style equals rotate of the wind degrees Okay, what are you complaining about? Oh, just where you are? Yeah, that's fine. Cool. I think I got that. Okay, let's, I'm going to turn this off too. Okay, northwest, not quite right. So inspect this thing. We've got style, rotate. I'm missing the actual degree symbol. Degree or units. Zero miles per hour north, 5.01 miles per hour south, 12.66 miles per hour southwest. That's cool. This is a super cool thing. I don't care who you are or what you think. This is cool. So I'm going to put the text of the speed first, and then the direction 1.1 miles per hour east. And let's see the accessibility properties of this element. Static text E. So 1.1 miles per hour E. We could probably do a little bit better with that text. This should be, yeah, already hidden. So hard to tell sometimes how, well, I guess I can do this. I want NVDA. So this is going to start yelling at me. I'll pause the music, and we're going to see.
Lofi generator Mozilla Firefox. Document alert network data available. .me/tr level 7 dev tools to get missing image description. Open fast friendly forecast document wind. Hourly. 5 p.m.
It's like it thinks I'm way down here.
Data available. Fast friendly forecast. Wind.
Okay. Well.
11.5 miles per hour. SE. 11.5 miles per hour. /TD. Less.
Oh, it's always so hard to do these. 11.5
dialogue.
Well, let's try something else.
New tab break.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes, please exit. Thank you. Oh man, that thing gives me so much stress. Let's see. Chrome Vox. This is one of the other tools that I will use. I really need to get better about testing screen readers, like how to actually use them. So let's try. Oh, it's not gonna let me add it. That's all right. That's okay. Here's where we are. This is supposed to read this thing. This should be ARIA hidden. So I feel like this should be ignored. And the actual data, table data should say 11.5 miles per hour, which is cool because NVDA actually read that as miles per hour instead of MPH. And then we have SE, which we, again, could probably do better and say southeast. But hopefully as a visual user and as a screen reader user, I think we're getting the same experience, which is the goal. So that's pretty cool. Happy with that feature built. Next, this whole hourly data information. Yeah, let's see. Let's tackle that. Hourly data. What I want is to see what's available on my hourly data that I actually care about. Probably not feels like, maybe not pressure, maybe the humidity. So here's where I'm actually going to start bringing in this table. I want this table to exist. I don't need this information. I want the table to exist inside of each of these divs. But this table is not going to map over this hourly information. So we don't need that or that. What this table is going to do is have the information for the specific hour that I'm looking at. So I don't need, let's see, table row, table header, and table data and table row. Cool. Yes. Date we're not going to have. This can go there. And then we already have the temperature. So what am I grabbing off of this? We said humidity, clouds. I think we have the weather already. So the temperature, let's say humidity. And this should tell me the hour dot humidity. Cool. That's the first row. This second row is going to be clouds. Let's do clouds. Clouds. And then are you going to auto suggest something for me? No. That's okay. So let's see. Let's see how this is looking. I think I'm going to pull the temperature into this table. We're going to say temperature. Temp. Copy this thing. I actually don't like that symbol. So let's say degree in my symbols. Where's my degree? Did I miss it? I feel like it should be in here somewhere. Come on. There it is. No, that looks, is that it? Yeah, okay. My degrees Fahrenheit. We'll get rid of this span. We'll get rid of this. We'll keep the BR. And let's see what this is looking like. All right. Temperature, way too long of a word for that to fit. So we're going to make it shorter with just temp. Cool. Now these are running a little bit too close. So I'm going to actually give this flex thing styles of gap 8 pixels, maybe 16 pixels. Humidity is also too long. So let's fix that first. Humidity, clouds, and we'll go to our flex container and say a gap of 8, I think should be good. Okay, this is looking all right. It's looking all right. I feel like I could probably get like round these as well. Get away with rounding that. So where's our temperature? We're gonna say math.round. Cool. The humidity needs a percentage sign after it. And so does clouds. Right? Somewhere, yeah, see that. Cool. This is going all right. I feel like I want my temperature to be, I feel like I want to, I don't know. As a user, I feel like I wanted the temperature to be highlighted a bit more. So if I can do one thing, I can make this font size like 20 pixels. 24 pixels. Maybe. Or I could just go back to how I had it. Yeah. What else do I have on here that I may want? UVI, that's kind of cool. I don't know what the pop is. What is pop? Hourly weather, snow, rain, pop. Probability of precipitation. That's a good one. That is definitely a good one. Is that on the current weather too? Current UV index. Let's see. Time, sunrise, sunset, temperature, feels like pressure, atmospheric pressure, humidity is a good one. Clouds, UVI, I think is kind of cool. So let's pull that up in here. Into our current weather. We have this. We are going to add another row for the UV index and date current.uvi. Yeah, cool. Visibility, rain, snow, weather. I'm surprised that I don't have precipitation on there. Precipitation is under minute and hourly. So that's all right. We'll have it down here. Hourly. Temperature, clouds, precip is hour.pop. And with that, what do we got? UV index, wind, direction, and speed. Feels like we've got the temperature. Right. I wanted to add that down there because I want to pull this back up. So we'll have clouds, precipitation, and humidity. And does the hourly have the UV index? Yes, it does. So we'll go here. Humidity and the UVI. The UVI. And then back up in my hourly, we're going to take the temperature out of there. Get rid of that row. And then once again, we'll have the span that we had before. With that. But this is going to be I don't know. Do I want to span? I'm gonna put a B tag for now. It's bold. Oh, I broke something. Probably didn't close a tag correctly. Yep, sure enough. There we go. Okay, cool. We've got our 63 degrees. I actually don't mind this layout where we're putting the temperature next to the clouds. But I think I want it to be bigger anyway. So let's say font size 20 pixels. Huh. That's all right. 24 pixels. Let's add an attribute of class equals h3. No. Let's try h4. Yeah, see, because I think that is 24 pixels. Okay, I like that. We're going to take this span, put it before the image. We're going to give this a class of h4 and then make it bold. And I think that ought to do. Yep. And then I just kind of want to center these. So that is also a class of h4. And that might be different data. Like these two might be together. And then something there. But for the time being, we're looking at design stuff. So just get it to look right. Let's that. I'll have my image. We'll actually move this span out of there. And then this is going to be a class of h4 flex justify between and align center. And if I did that correctly, we should have, if I did that correctly, we should have, in a moment, there you go. Our little grid or whatever you would want to call it, where our span is a flex container with the space being spread out between these two elements, and they're both vertically centered. Cool. This H4, can I make this an H3? Nah, that's a little bit too big. What if I don't like that they're both kind of the same thing. What if we do, yeah, we're gonna try that. It's gonna be an H5. And we want some space there. We probably don't need that BR under there. Here. But we do want some margin below. Equals margin bottom of 8 pixels should be good. below the table, so it's a little bit of breathing room. North Rebecca mouth. That's the upper lip. Pretty happy with this. I'd say I'm pretty happy with this, yeah. I maybe could have done a table where these elements are sticky to the left. And then you have something that says like date and time, temperature, clouds, precipitation, humidity, UVI. We could play around, and then as you scroll, that those columns are stuck to the left. But I think this is all right. This is good. Let's see if we can have some fun with this too. Let's go clouds. It's actually going to be cloud. Whoops. Yeah, the cloud emoji. Precipitation is going to be rain. Humidity. I have no idea. There surely must be something. Humidity emoji or emoji homepage usually is a nice resource. Humidity. Nothing. Thermometer emoji. Hot face emoji. Maybe we get some ideas from some vector icons. Humidity. Okay, percentage of water drop. These are yeah, okay. None of these are very good. Sweat. That's a good one. That's not what I want. Let's say what I'm going to do is sweat. This one. Maybe I do want that one. Yeah, we'll do that one. Humidity. And then the UVI, naturally, that's going to be sunglasses. What do we got? What's going on here? That's going to be sunglasses or maybe like sun. Let's stay with sunglasses. Cool. Let's see what we've got. We have it fast. We haven't made it friendly yet. Oh, that's looking cool. Dude, rain, clouds, rain, humidity, sunglasses, UV index. Yeah, this is kind of cool for now. Okay. Oh, we are over time. So that's as far as I'm going to take this. That was cool. this is looking good. I'm pretty happy with this. What is the next thing? What did we do that was interesting today? Let's see. I should have changes here, right? We calculated the degrees. Oh, that was a cool thing we did. I think the icons was probably my favorite part. Otherwise, we just did a lot more layout and design stuff, which is still cool. But yeah, that is a cool thing we did. So I'm going to end on that. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something cool and had fun doing it. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's the weekend. I don't do these live streams on the weekend. So have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful President's Day if you are in the States and you're celebrating that. So I'll be back on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard. Hope to see you there, and I hope you enjoyed this episode.